How does Prithviraj want to be remembered by others at the end of his career? Does he want to be known as the greatest actor? Does he wish to be known as the greatest director? Does he aspire to be known as the greatest superstar? His vision is larger than all of the above. He wants to be known as the Steve Jobs of Mollywood. He wants to put Malayalam cinema on the world map. We understand that this is a large statement to make, but some people dream big. Just as J.C. Daniel invented the first Malayalam cinema, Adur pioneered the new wave movement and realistic filming in Malayalam cinema, and Mammootty and Mohanlal established Malayalam cinema at the national level, so does Prithvi aims to take it to the global stage. That's the vision of Prithviraj Sukumaran. Prithviraj had become one of the most misunderstood personalities in Malayalam cinema after he shared his vision when he was quite young. In this video, we will look into who the real Prithviraj is. What is his vision? What drives him? He is entirely dedicated to put Malayalam cinema on the world map. He aims to establish a robust financial model for Malayalam cinema by expanding into new markets in addition to substantial content. He wants to emulate what Rajamouli did for Telugu cinema, what Prashant Neel did for Kannada cinema, what Kamalahasan did for Tamil cinema in the 80s and 90s, how Telugu, Tamil and Kannada cinema emerged from the shadows of Bollywood, what Amir Khan did for Bollywood starting from Lagan to Dangal in the Indian and Chinese markets, and last but not the least, what SRK did for Bollywood in the world markets. Malayalam cinema has always produced talented directors, technicians and actors, earning several accolades. However, due to a lack of vision for long-term sustainability at the business level, Malayalam cinema has not tapped into its full potential. From Neelakoyil and Chemmin in the 1960s and parallel cinema movement of the 1970s, to the golden era of the mid-80s to late 90s, and the new golden era of the last decade, Mollywood has always produced world-class films. Recognizing the potential in a business setting, Prithviraj, the visionary, wants such films to travel around the world. People judge you based on what you have done already and not what you could do. Due to that, most people cannot see the big picture. A true visionary is someone who can see beyond the common, the ordinary, and the expectations that surround them into the great possibilities of what could be. Prithviraj is able to visualize that at a very young age and has been vocal about it too. Kerala society as a whole criticized him for seeing the unknown. Visionaries are usually too tough for any civilization to handle due to society's fear of change, an unpredictable future, etc. Visionaries therefore scare people and may even be ridiculed by them. What if Prithviraj wasn't a filmmaker? What else would he be? He would be an entrepreneur, probably a corporate CEO. Prithviraj entered Malayalam film at a young age, but by then the industry had already hit its lowest point in the 2000s. First, he acted in a number of commercial pictures that catered to that era and imitated Tamil and Telugu cinema. The first task is to remain relevant. He did that successfully with various commercial flicks. By the end of the 2010, he was one of the most bankable stars in Mollywood and had become a young superstar. His success inspired a lot of fresh talents around 2010, including filmmakers, actors and writers to join the industry. This helped Mollywood to produce new ideas, innovations and fresh viewpoints. If we look at the reasons that paved the path for the new golden age of Malayalam cinema, one of them would be Prithviraj's public statements about his vision via numerous channels, which was heavily trolled by public during that period. Being a youth superstar may be a goal for many actors, but Prithvi's dream is bigger than that. In the early 2010s, Mollywood had only 3 or 4 bankable stars, including him. During that time, he argued that Malayalam cinema should not be limited to 3 or 4 stars. For a healthy industry, Malayalam cinema needs a large number of stars. He clearly lacks the insecurities of previous stars and his ambitions extend beyond mere stardom. He launched his production house and introduced several new directors, performers, technicians and writers who were introduced through his movies. Kerala society is a historically welfare state that believes in human development via literacy and values education, social justice and religious peace. But we don't have a business culture. Even though we have a long history of trading relations with the Western, Chinese and Arab countries, we consider them as outsiders. We regard business as evil and corporations as bloodsuckers. This could be due to a variety of historical reasons such as the lack of a Vaishya community. If someone talks about profits, we accuse them of being business-minded. Prithviraj is a smart businessman who believes that scaling will ensure Mollywood's survival and sustainability. Scaling necessitates strong distribution channels. This is why he established distribution channels such as Prithviraj Productions. He is a true leader who values collaboration in a win-win situation. Just as he is aware that several Mollywood leaders aspire to elevate Malayalam film to new heights, he also believes good films from other industries should see a broader market in Kerala. He collaborated with production companies such as Red Giant Movies, Maitri Movie Makers and Hobale in several states. Prithviraj may be one of the first global Malayali actors to read and be aware of global trends. Prithviraj is a skilled communicator who can effectively convey ideas and concepts to an audience. His interviews are like motivational classes, and for that reason he has a loyal following. Prithviraj is a natural leader who will strive for advancement that benefits the entire group, not just himself. Most artists are emotional. Failure of their movies will affect them deeply. Prithviraj is driven by vision. He accepts success and failure as part of the process. His rapid recovery from failure and heavy investment in the next film makes him a gritty individual. Prithviraj, like any human, has several areas that need to be improved. Quantity over quality. In the beginning of this video, we described him as someone aspiring to be Steve Jobs of Mollywood and shared his vision for Malayalam cinema. However, he lacks Steve Jobs' excellence in quality as he values quantity over quality. Building a foundation is crucial, but now he should focus on quality. In order to thrive, Prithviraj has produced a significant number of mass market films that will appeal to Malayali viewers, but most of them have average production values and are unable to create niche experience for mass audiences outside Kerala. Take the example of KGF. Despite being a mass-produced film, the production qualities and technical aspects of KGF are of the finest quality, which is time-consuming to make. Such high-quality mass flicks are absent from Prithviraj's resume. Notable exceptions may be Lucifer and Ayyappanum Koshiyum. Image conscious. Even though Prithviraj takes calculated risks in both his life and films, the same cannot be said for his acting choices. Even though he had no insecurities as a superstar, his selection of films was limited to hero image roles.
Karnan, Napoleon, Bhagat Singh. Ivar moonu perumaanu the heroes. You see the irony, don't you? Moonu perum thotu poyavaranu.
This is a dialogue from one of his movies, but Prithvi himself has not played any role of the disadvantaged or the deprived protagonist. We believe that it will change with AaduJeevitham movie. Prithviraj has appeared in almost 100 films, including some notable ones. Still, he does not have a magnum opus as an actor, like Mohanlal's Vanaprastham, Iruvar and Kireedam, Mammootty's Videyan, Pondanmada and Thaniyavarthanam, Fahad Fazil in Thondimudalam Drisakshim, Trans and Kumblangi Night, Suresh Gopi in Kaliyattam. He has played many outstanding roles, but the masterpiece is absent from his career. Critics often recognize the star Prithviraj in the majority of his roles, just like SRK in SRK films. Blessy and Prithviraj, Soul Brotherhood. During the making of AaduJeevitham movie, Blessy stated in one of his interviews, Prithviraj is a very ambitious, confident and enthusiastic young man that reflects in his eyes. This is very evident in the majority of his roles. Blessy successfully taught Prithviraj to emote differently while enacting the disadvantaged parts in AaduJeevitham. Blessy is a soul brotherhood director for Prithvi because he can mend emotions of the underprivileged bits. This is what Adur and Lohi did for Mammootty in the late 90s. An actor's caliber can be challenged only when acting in diametrically opposite personalities from his own. Only great directors can churn out the best emotions from an actor. Prithviraj viewed cinema from the standpoint of the entire audience, calculating how much impact it would have collectively, whereas Blessy is able to truly empathize and understand Najib's emotions and sufferings without judgment. Blessy skillfully understands the true nature of Prithvi and guides him from a macro view to Najib's deepest feelings. Blessy successfully removed an actor's block, allowing him to perceive a person from a deeper perspective. This marks a new beginning of Prithviraj's career as an actor. We can assume from his interviews and presentations that Prithvi believes in utilitarianism and futurism. He believes that there is a greater purpose in one's life that will impact a large number of people through progress, happiness and goals. To achieve his goals, he will choose reason above emotions, which will result in managing emotions within and not expressing feelings openly. But this will alter an actor's performance. Actors must show their emotions externally by laughing, crying and loving. Blessy is a director who can tap into Prithviraj's undiscovered emotional side. While Blessy is pleased with Prithvi's larger vision, leadership abilities and ethics, Prithvi was profoundly struck by Blessy's humanistic principles and non-judgmental comprehension of individuals on a deeper level, including their emotional clues, body language and underlying feelings. Whatever the box office fortunes of AaduJeevitham, Prithviraj's career will be defined as before Najeeb and after Najeeb. Prithvi and Blessy should collaborate more in the future. We wish the very best to Prithviraj, Blessy and Goat Life.